Well, it's just past midnight here, and even though I did the exercises that were suggested to me, namely sit for a half an hour or more with my feet up in the air uh, against a door or wall, which I did, and then I read what 4 chapters plus a preface in a book because that's supposed to help me get tired and sleep. Uh, I did those earlier in the evening, and they don't work. So, in any case, I've been contemplating a lot, which I do a lot. I do it frequently. So, the title for today, the video for the 6th of July 2015, is To Thine Own Self Be True, regardless of what your loved ones think. And the blurb that I wrote goes like this. This is a lesson I keep having to learn over and over again, since I'm so forgetful. A songwriter said it another way in Garden Party. You can't please everyone, so you've got to please yourself. I know this. When I'm trying to make others happy at my expense, I am creating problems I will have to resolve sooner or later. I've been doing it all my life. Indeed, as I reach the point in my life where I look at where I am and where I'm going, I mean, problems that I thought were resolved a long, long time ago, remnants of them keep coming back again and again, and much of it relates to my family. Now, certain members of my family, how do I do this gently? Certain members of my family look back at my life and there's a lot of blame given to mistakes that I made. Probably the biggest mistake I made was when I got married. I met this lady, and she was supposedly in love with me, and yet I didn't feel that she was my mate, my companion for life. I mean, I was not in love with her, and tried 3 times to convey that message to her and break up and stop seeing her. Each time she gave me a big sob story. Well, if you do that, I will kill myself. Yeah, it's that serious. And both of my children are the result of that marriage. Now, when my daughter was 9 years old, she and my son had gone to live with their mom, with her newest boyfriend. My ex-wife went through a promiscuous stage, shall we say, and it was something. I don't want to even go into detail on that because it's probably not necessary. But it was very, very hurtful for me, except that my Christianity at the time said that my job was to forgive her no matter how many times she wounded me. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Which I tried to do, but my heart carried resentment because I never had sex with anyone until I was 36 years old, other than my wife. 36 years old, I had the first time I had a sexual partner outside of marriage. And my wife was not like that. She had sex with lots of people during her wild stage. And I find these decisions coming back now as I guess I try to make up for some of the mistakes I made when I'm younger. For a long time, I thought my daughter was very close to me, and she seemed to be. This is the truth. We would talk to each other almost every single day on the phone, and she shared a lot of things with me I didn't know till sharing was during the period of time when she had become addicted to certain drugs, and she's still very, very much a drinker. She drinks a premium beer, six bottles a day, as far as I know, every single day, and I guess she would call that an alcoholic, and my son also. And it's ironic because neither of them followed my lesson. I had a drink when I was 11 or 12 years old. My first drink that was given to me by my aunt, and I didn't like it. And I didn't drink another drink until a long time later when my wife bought me. What she buy me? She bought me. Oh no, that's not true. That's cigarettes I'm talking about. In any case, I was never a big drinker. I got drunk a few times in my life. Before I went in the army, I got really drunk, and a couple of other times at parties, but I didn't drive. I have never driven. I can't say never, but probably legally there's been a couple of times I drove when I've had a little bit too much to drink, but very rarely. I've been very responsible in that regard. In any case, I've now reached a point in my life where I realize I cannot carry and support my family and let them live scot-free without taking any responsibility for keeping the roof over their head. So I'm at the point where I'm looking and searching, trying to find them a location close by so that they can maintain the school systems. I'm trying to serve them the best I can, but I'm also telling them, look, you can't live with me anymore. It's just not working for me to continue to support after a year and a half, continuing to support my family without them giving back, without them even so much as giving me the utilities. And I asked for them to pay the power bill, which has been running between $200 and $250 a month in the summertime. And I was told, well, the most we can give you is $100, and it's going to come out of our kids' food. Yeah, guilt trip. And this is the kind of thing that I've been facing. And I realize that I'm not doing them any favors by allowing them to live off of me continuously. And I'm certainly not being true to myself because it's getting really old and I really have to put my foot down and make a decision that fits and suits me. And this is the reality that I'm in as I make this video. I'm on the decision line, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. I'm in the valley of decision where I'm saying, do I want to keep running my life to please others, or am I willing to take a step out and say, this isn't working for me? And as Ricky Nelson sang, you can't please anyone, so you can't please everyone, so you've got to please yourself. Indeed, I need to please myself, and that is taking a stand and helping them find a place that maintains the school system that's close enough by that I can give them assistance when needed, as long as I'm living in Florida. And this is what I'm working towards, and this is why I created the title and I'm giving the talk that I'm giving. So I thank you for listening, and I hope that what I've shared means something to you, and I would like to convey the important lesson that you do not escape. We do not escape the mistakes that we make. Sooner or later they come back, and we have to face the reality that we were not being true to ourselves. So think about these things.